Hello, good morning. My name is Kelsey, and today I'm going to guide you through a super quick 10-minute yoga stretch to wake you up and start your day off on the right foot. I like to call these practices microdoses. My very first yoga teacher, always liked to say that a little bit goes a long way, and that is exactly the intention of these little morning yoga microdoses that I like to create for you guys. So go ahead and come into child's pose. Knees go apart, toes together, big toes together. Reach out through your arms, melt your heart down to the ground. Taking several breath cycles here to arrive in your practice. Feeling the expansion of your ribs as you breathe in. Really feeling that they can move forward and back and side to side, kind of like in a big oval shape. And that they contract inward as you breathe out. This is a good time to set an intention for your practice and for your day. But if nothing comes to mind for an intention, just knowing that you're starting your day with your breath, turning your awareness inward, moving your body, moving your energy, and that is enough. Just showing up here is enough. On your next breath in, lift your head, look towards your hands. Exhale, shift forward into a tabletop pose. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. And then we're going to walk that left knee a little bit into the middle of the mat, and then cross your right thigh over your left thigh. Point the toes in opposite directions from one another. So you're kind of in something like a Gomukhasana shape with the legs, and we're going to do cat-cow here. Breathe in, lift your tailbone, pull your heart forward, lift your gaze forward. Exhale, round your spine, tailbone tilts down, chin towards your throat. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Inhale, come back to neutral. Send your hips back and sit all the way down between your heels. If your hips cannot find the ground, grab something, a cushion, a block, a pillow, and bring it underneath your seat. Take a breath in here and exhale, forward fold. 3 breaths. I'm reaching out through my arms and tenting my palms so my fingertips are on the ground, kind of thinking about pulling my hands back towards me, but they're not going to go anywhere. Kind of tractioning through the shoulders. Inhale, lift your head, look towards your hands. Exhale, we're going to shift forward again into that table variation, and then step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Walk your left knee back, lizard or a variation of lizard. Let your hips be heavy. Take some time here to feel the ground underneath you. Feel the stretch into your hips. Now walk your hands back in space, flex back through your toes, shift your hips back, straighten your front leg any amount, keep pulling your heart forward in this half splits variation with the right leg just a little bit wider than the width of your hip. Inhale, shift forward, low lunge or lizard. Exhale, and walk it back, half splits. 1 more, inhale, exhale. Inhale, walk your hands forward again. Walk that right foot back in space just a little bit so the toes are pointing out towards the right slightly. Tuck your left toes under, lift your back knee. Come onto the outside edge of your left foot. Come onto the outside edge of your right foot. Reach your right arm into the air. Side plank variation. Building a little bit of heat now, a little bit of strength. On an exhale, let your hips drop down towards the floor. Maybe they find the floor. Reach your right hand back towards the back of your mat. Look towards your right thumb. Inhale, press into your feet in your left hand. Reach your right arm overhead. Take a side bend in your side plank. Exhale, hips go down. Look towards your right thumb. One more. Inhale and exhale. Now, keeping the hips down, looking towards the back of your mat, come to bring your hips down. Now your right knee is crossed over your left knee again, half Gomukhasana, the left leg is straight, and let's take the forward bend. Keep flexing back through your left toes. If you can grab onto your foot, maybe you pull yourself a little bit further. Inhale, lift all the way back up and uncross, so your right foot will be right next to your left inner thigh with the sole of the foot down, knees pointing up. You may not be on your mat 100% right now, that's okay. We're going to hook onto the right knee with the left elbow. Reach your right hand up as you breathe in. Exhale, bring it back and down into Marichyasana, a seated twist. Maybe look back behind you. One more breath in. Exhale, release to facing forward. For this first side, I'm not going to be facing you, but you're going to turn to face towards the long edge of your mat. Bring your right heel in towards your groin. Left leg is extended out beside you. Bring your left hand over to the left. Inhale, right hand up into the air. Exhale, lean over into a side bend. Feel grounded through your right side thigh, right side hip. Keep flexing back through your left toes. One more breath in. Exhale, right hand up, out, and down, and then bring your hands over to the front of your mat now, kind of framing over your right knee. Square your hips to the mat, tuck your left toes under so that you can pick your hips up and move the right knee behind the right wrist. Walk your left leg back behind you into your pigeon pose. Maybe lower down to your forearms. Let your head be heavy for a few breaths. Inhale, lift your head, come onto your hands. We're going to make our way into our first downward facing dog. So maybe walk your left knee in a couple of steps. Ground down through your hands, tuck the left toes under, lift the back knee, and step back with your right foot into downward facing dog. Shift your hips side to side. Alternate the bend of your knees. Move in any way that feels good. Let's take a flow. Inhale, shift forward into your plank pose. Exhale, squeeze your elbows in, lower to the ground. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower your knees down. Taking that flow to the other side. So walk your right knee kind of into the center of your mat. Cross your left thigh over your right. Let's take 3 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift your head. Exhale, round it all in. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Back to neutral. Feet are widening away from one another. Send your hips back into Gomukhasana. Take a breath in, find some length. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Tint the palms, maybe traction the shoulders, head is heavy. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, we're going to shift forward back into table and then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Maybe walk the right knee back into our lizard pose. Taking some breaths here to get grounded through the points touching the ground. Feeling really long in your spine and out through the back of your neck. On your next breath in, shift your hips back, walk your hands back, straighten that front leg any amount, half splits variation. Exhale, walk the hands forward, hips forward and down. Inhale. Exhale. One more, breathe in, half splits. And exhale into your lizard. Now walk your right foot back. Point those toes out towards the left slightly, tuck the right toes, lift the back knee. Turn onto the outside edge of your right foot, the outside edge of your left foot. Reach your left hand into the air, side plank. Feel strong, lift your hips high. Maybe gaze goes up towards the left hand. One more breath in. Exhale, hips dip down, horizon lunge, look towards your left thumb. Inhale, side body stretch, lift your hips, reach your left hand up overhead. Exhale, horizon lunge, hips down, left hand reaches back. One more, breathe in. Exhale, horizon lunge. From here, spinning to face the back of your mat, pick your hips up as you need to. Your left knee crosses over your right, flex back through the right toes, fold into half Gomukhasana. Again, you can hold onto your foot and gently pull yourself forward if that feels good. On your next breath in, lift your head, come back to upright. Uncross your legs, left foot to the ground, just to the inside of your right thigh. Hook onto your left knee with your right elbow. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, left hand back and down. Mrichiyasana. Seated twist. Reaching out through the crown of your head. Navel drawing in and up as you exhale. Stay active through the right leg. One more breath in here. Exhale, release forward. Now, this side I'll be facing you. You're going to shift your hips over a little bit. Face the long edge of your mat. Left heel comes in. Right leg goes long beside you. Half straddle. Right hand over to the right. Breathe in. Reach your left hand up. Exhale, lean over into the side bend. Breathe into your left side body. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand up, out and down. Plant your palms to the front of your mat. Square your hips to your mat. Tuck your right toes. Lift your hips up. Move that left knee behind your left wrist. Walk your right hand back. Excuse the creaky old floor. And then bring your elbows down into your pigeon pose. Several breaths here. Alrighty, inhale, lift up onto your hands, making our way into downward dog. Tuck the right toes, maybe walk the right knee in, power up and step your left foot back. Lift your hips up high and back and let your head be heavy, downward dog. Again, you can alternate the bend of your knees. Shift your hips side to side. Any movement that feels good here. And then we'll take one more little flow. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Exhale, lower down to the belly through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more breath in here. Exhale, lower your knees. Sit your hips back to child's pose for a few breaths. As you're ready, lift your head, come forward to table, and then just send the weight over into one hip. Come around to take a seat when you're ready. Taking just a couple more breaths here, seated up tall. So in a longer class, I would offer Shavasana. If you do prefer to lay down, you're welcome to do so. But if you need to move your practice along a little bit more swiftly today, sitting up nice and tall here for a few more breaths, acknowledging how your practice has impacted you in your body, your mind, your spirit. Feeling gratitude for yourself for choosing this time and for showing up. Reminding yourself of your intention. As you're ready, palms together in front of your heart. And we'll close by taking a breath in and out. Thank you so much for joining me today for this short practice. I hope that it has made you feel good and started your day off on the right foot. Please let me know how it went for you in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel. I put out a new class like this every single Sunday. And I'll see you on the mat hopefully next Sunday. Thank you again. Namaste.